Namaste, Vanakkam, Namaskaram, and good morning to you all for the fabulous and amazing astrology program on the children psychological astrology. So every week on Thursdays, we are discussing about the children astrology, a special program for the children welfare. So each and every home, children are expected to become an asset for the family and to the nation too. So, children development, nourishment, and about their progress, studies, selection of the field, and their development to the nation is very much important. So, when we look at the children, we are looking at their development too. Welcome Vasundhara, welcome Bhanureka. So when we are looking at the child development, a lot of things we are taking care about it. Right from the child birth, even as soon as the child is born, we look at the muhurta of the child birth. So whether the child has good future, luck, development, each and everything. Then for the children, we do the puja on the 11th day or 16th day, and to the children, we are performing naming ceremony on a good muhurta, and later practicing the solids like Anna Prasannam, then Vidyarambam to start the education, and totally on each and every stage of the child's development, our Shastra is playing a wonderful role. Even for the solid practice, when the child as an infancy, the child is consuming only the mother's milk. When the solid food is introduced to the child, we need a muhurta. And later, Vidyarambam, to start to learn, start to teach. There also we look into a muhurta. After that, when the child, even in the newborn children, total muhurtam, like a cradle ceremony, and thereafter, one by one, each and every stage, there is a shastra, there is a muhurta, there is a good day, there is a astrology. Right from the birth till the death, the astrology is there with everyone, whether they believe or not. That is different. Even in death ceremony, after the body is, the soul is left to the body, then we take the body to the cremation or to the burial ground, we need a muhurta. So in Gulikalam, we don't do that. So each and every stage of the human life, the astrology is there with everyone. So this cannot be forgotten. But in children astrology, how important to follow the children astrology. Why we are fixing a muhurtam for the Annaprasannam, like practicing the solidity. Why we are finding a good day for cradle ceremony, naming ceremony, ear piercing, nose piercing, and head shaving ceremony. First mudi, the first mudi kanikai for the Kula Devata. Why we have to do, and why the 3 times we will have to shave the head of a child each and every year after the first mundane ceremony is made. All this we have Shastras, we have the energy connectivity, we are refreshing the energy connectivity during the mundane ceremony to the Sahasrara Chakra. All this lot of science is involved here. The astrology or astrologer, the astrology is there with the science, that is imbibed science. But sometimes astrologers may not have that practice of knowing the hidden science in astrology. So now we can discuss whatever the science behind the astrology. Even Thiruvalluvar, 2000 years before, Thiruvalluvar has given about astrology on his Tirupura. So everybody will wonder, oh, is it Thiruvalluvar has told about astrology? When? Where? So when I understood on which Tirukural the Thiruvalluvar told about the astrology, when I understood that, I was sharing this information with many people. When I shared it with my friends and clients, they wondered, yes, sir, what you are telling is right. It looks like. Yes, now that information I am going to share with you. Pudalvarai Perudal. This is the Adhikaram. In this Pudalvarai Perudal, the second Tirukural, Edu Pirappanum Thiyavai Thinda, Padiranga Panpudai Makkat Perin. This is the Tirukural. Edu Pirappum Thiyavai Thinda, Padiranga Panpudai Makkat Perin. The meaning of that, this sloka, this Tirukural involves many scientific events, many scientific energies we spoke about. As per me, whatever the explanation I'm giving about astrology, astrology is not only the planet and the human life, its influence. No. All alone planets cannot penetrate its energies on human life. But there should be a platform, there should be a connectivity, there should be a receptivity, and there should be then the penetration takes place. What is that? Let us look in detail. When a child is born, what happens? The child head is coming out first. The head means the head has Sahasrara Chakra. Sahasrara Chakra, that is the 1000 receptors are there on the head of the child. The 1000 receptors are indicated as a 1000 petaled lotus, that is called the Sahasrara Chakra. So, all the receptors, like an antenna, the child is coming out first with the head in normal delivery. Whether the delivery method is C-section, doesn't matter. As soon as the stomach is cut and open and the child is taken out directly also, the head only has that Sahasrara Chakra. There the receptive center of the body, the available energy around the child, that space energy, atmosphere energy is received by the child through the Sahasrara Chakra. Here what happens? The energies, what I mean is, in the space, in an orbit, the earth is revolving. The earth is left to right revolving and rounds the sun on its own orbit. What happens here? Earth has an individual quality of gravitation force. Earth has the elements, ingredients: land, water, fire, air, and ether. This Panchabhutam is the ingredient of the earth. And also the Mother Earth has the gravitation, absorption, receiving, pulling towards it, that force. Even this force, this gravitation is told by Thiruvalluvar, not Sir Kaitan, that is later. Thiruvalluvar also told, Lord Krishna told about gravitational force. So Thiruvalluvar indicated out of its word, it's his sloka like Pari Iranga. Pari Irangudal. What is Pari? Pari, I will come later. Irangudal. Irangudal means that is coming down. When the energy is coming down, that means there is something is pulling, receiving with the gravitation. That is the gravitation force is indicated through Pari Iranga, Iranga, that word. So what is coming down? What is இறங்கிங் means இறங்குகிறது. என்ன இறங்குகிறது? பழி என்று சொல்லுகிறார். பழி means what? The negativity, negative forces. What is the negative force? Here, the atmosphere or the space has three types of energies. One is sound energy, then light energy, then space energy. Sound is from the planets. When the planets are vibrant, their vibrations in particular frequency converts as a sound. So in the sound, there are positive sound, negative sound, and neutral vibration. What is positive? When I say that the planets are vibrant. So the positive vibration providers are Surya, Shukra, and Guru. We call them in Shastra Shubhagraham. That is why I say that positive energy vibrations are there. So the negative energy vibration also there. Shani, Rahu, Mangala, and Ketu. The four planets are considered the negative planets, negative vibration. That is also available in the space. Then Moon and Mercury, the both planets are called neutral planets. Their energy vibrations also available in the space. So through the sound, positive, negative, and neutral. Then when we talk about light, light is provided by stars. ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳು ಒಳ್ಳಿರುಂ ತನ್ಮೆ ಉಳ್ಳವೈ. ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳು ಬೆಳಕನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂತದಾಗಿದೆ. So what happens here? When the luminosity is there in the stars, their light particles also available in the space. When we say that Shubha Nakshatram or Asubha Nakshatram, few nakshatras are positive, light. And we say that Pusa Nakshatram, we celebrate Thaipusam. Some other Revati Nakshatra, we conduct marriage. So Mrigashira Nakshatra, Maga Nakshatram, Anusham Nakshatra, Anuradha, Shravana Nakshatra, we say that they are called Maha Nakshatra, called Shubha Nakshatra. So, when the Shubha Nakshatras are providing the positive light energy, they are called positive energy. When some stars we avoid, Adire, Barani, Kritiga, Yailya, Mukpuram, Ketai, Tidru Visagam, Sodi, Chitare, Bagamiraril, Madanam, Kondar, Tara, Vari Nadai Ponar, Mila, Payinil Paduttar, Terar, Pambin Bai, Teredane. Means there's 12 stars are there. Aradra, Bharani, Kritika, and other nakshatras. In those nakshatras, what we do is we don't do anything good. Because Vayinil Padutar, the people who slept on the mat for the health problem, he will not wake up. Like Pambin Vai Teredani, when the frog is taken by snake, it cannot come back. In such a way, one way. That much of the negative implications are there on those nakshatras' light energy. That is why that sloka is given. So some nakshatras are neutral vibration. Even in there are some big, small, strong and light, forceful or forceless, very much higher level of luminosity and lower luminosity. All these differences are there in the light and sound. They both are existing on the space. That space, even between sun and moon, the distance is called a tithi. There are 16 qualities. Amavasi quality, Purnima quality, then Prathamai, Dvitiyai, Tritiyai, Ashtami, Navami, Ashtami, Navami or Chauthi. All these are called in negative space areas which provide the negative energy. And Tritiya, Dashami, all are called positive areas which provides the positive energies. So some other tithis are called in neutral. So in the space is also available in the 4 layers: Tithi, Varam, Karanam, and Yogam. In 4 layers, the distance energies are available. On this space is the light and sound, then space energy along with. The energies are blended and mixed in the space. When the energies are blended and mixed in the space, in that energy field, our earth is revolving from left to right along with the gravitational force. The earth is receiving the energies and sucking inside and also revolving and around the sun. Out of its rotation and receiving ability, the earth is also getting the energy impact from the positive, negative, and neutral energy, so that earth is also have that. Land also has that. Earth, land, its surface also. Even inside the earth, when you look at the cross section, you can see the layers. Even that also a lot of contaminations, something positive minerals. These are all available in there. So in such a qualityful earth, on the surface of the earth, in a particular longitude, அக்ஷரேகை தீர்க்கரேகையில் ஒரு ஊர் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, இப்போ பிறந்த இடத்த எதுக்கு கேட்குறோம், ஜாதகம் கணிக்கிறப்போ அப்படின்னு கேட்டால், அக்ஷரேகை தீர்க்கரேகை அது சந்திக்கக்கூடிய இடம், அந்த புள்ளியிலிருந்து அந்த கிரக அமைப்புகள், அந்த எனர்ஜியோடைய ஃபோக்கஸ் எப்படி இருந்துச்சு அப்படிங்கிறத கணிக்கிறது. From the longitude and latitude, whatever the planetary vibrations, stars energies are available, to make note of it, that energy graph we are making, that is called horoscope. So with this blended energy field, the child is exposing itself to the atmosphere. Till the child is inside the womb of a mother, then the energy cannot hit the child. When it is exposed to the outer surface, automatically the energy hit happens. As a Wi-Fi file transfer happens from the cloud, the energies are downloaded to the brain. So that is registered in the forehead. So we say that Hanebara, Tala எழுத்து, Kismet, Vidhi, destiny. By touching the forehead, we say. This much of the scientific process are happening during the birth of a child. Some days what happened, the higher level of positive energy in full influence. Negative energies may not show themselves out, or that area, that space, that energy falling in particular days and times, only the positive energy is focused towards the earth, or earth is focusing towards that positive energy. We say that Vijaya Dasami, Akshaya Tirthiya, Guru Purnima, all these days, earth is passing those proper energy area. On that particular days and time, earth is projected or aligned towards the positive energy maximum. இதுதான் நீங்க திருவள்ளுவர் சொல்லுகிறார் பழி இறங்கா. When the negative energy is not falling on that particular time, பண்புடை மக்கட்பெறின், மக்கட்பெறின், when the child is born, when you get a child, when the child is exposed towards the maximum level of the positive energy, பண்புடை, பண்புடை means positive, பழி means negative. பண்பு நற்பண்புகள், பண்பு என்றாலே நற்பண்பு, good qualities, good behavior, good psychological traits, discipline. So the பண்பு is called positivity. பண்புடை மக்கட்பெறின், பண்பு உடையதான வைப்ரேஷன்ஸ் இருக்கிறப்போ, when the child is born, what happens? எழுப்பிறப்பிற்கும் தீயவை தீண்டான். So the child never get the negative energy impact for the 7 Janmas. எழுபிறப்பும் தீயவை, negativity, தீடா, never touch, for 7 births. So now you can integrate whatever I said and think, yes, this is astrology. Thiruvalluvar spoke about astrology. When Thiruvalluvar understood that 7 Janma, when a child is born in a particular positive energy influenced time, he will not be caught by the negative force for the 7 Janmas. That is the power of the Muhurta, that is the power of the children, that is how the science energy works. Why Thiruvalluvar said about light and sound? When I spoke the light and sound, where is the light and sound here? You may ask, the question may rise. And the first Tirukural itself, Thiruvalluvar told about light and sound, Parvati Parameshwara, Lakshmi Narayana. Lakshmi Narayana and Parvati Parameshwara, they are indicated on the first Tirukural, Agara Mudala Edathallam Adi Bhagavan Mudache Ulagu. That how he has told about light and sound, I will explain you tomorrow. Means in integrated positive program. So in this way, the astrology is very much important to a child. Astrology is not religious, it is a science. So when the scientific vibrations, when a person born on the surface of the earth, he will have to undergo all the scientific process naturally which is available or which is going to be faced in future of his life. So that the sun, the moon, all are equal. So all are equal in front of the planets. They have the influence, human is undergoing, and the implementations are reflected on his life events, on his birth and death, on his lifetime. So the astrology is unavoidable on each and everybody's life. So the children astrology is very important. That is why I have started to learn more, do more research about the children. I named it children psychological astrology. Now, when we understood about the children and their astrological implication on them during the childbirth and from then onwards, even their Malalai Paravam, Kulandai Paravam, Bala Paravam, infancy, toddler, pre-adulthood, So a lot of psychological process are going day by day. People are learning. Children are learning. That is there in the process. Whatever they see, that is learning. Whatever they hear, that's learning. Whatever they sense, that is the learning. That is formed as a impression, a learning impression to their brain, to the brain. So that is very important to nurture a child very carefully. So one small story, one incident it has happened in my life. I will share with you. Back, I wanted to have a puppy, means dog. I want to grow a puppy. I felt like because of some influence, I developed that thought. Then I searched and I found a person who is selling the dogs, the hybrid and imported breed or very intellectual dogs like that. I just called one madam, picked the phone. Then I wanted to buy one puppy. Uh, what are all the varieties are available? All these things. She asked me couple of questions sequentially. Sir, what you are doing? What do you know about a dog? What do you know about the qualities of dog? And what do you how have you had any uh, previous experience of having a dog, nurturing a dog, and how you will take care? All these questions she threw on me. I was astonished. No, no, no. I thought that, oh, this is not my cup of coffee. I thought I left. So, because why I'm sharing this is, even you should know about a dog. She was explaining, you should know about the quality of the dog, what is suitable to the dog, and what is not suitable. Winter season, how you have to take care about this, and the summer season, how that behavior will be, and what type of sounds you have to develop in front of what sound you should not create in front of the dog. All this started to teach me. So, in such a way, when we nurture a child, a lot of conditions apply. When the conditions we are not able to follow now, so we are getting into trouble. Children are not becoming immune. Even right from the childhood itself, their immunity process and development has been stopped or disturbed. So, because of our over love and enthusiastic nature, sometimes we take a lot of, we are providing extra. That also disturbs the child's development. Whatever the child gives a signal about the stomach pain, about the hearing, about the speech, about the vision, about the sensitivity, we forget to notice that. And we are not able to notice because we don't know. Nowadays, all nuclear families, the old parties are not available, or the means old people are not available to make a notice of the problem. And also, we don't know how to take care of the child. We just run to the doctor. Even doctor doesn't know about the exact issues. So they assume they test. Without testing, they cannot by sense, by touching, or by looking at the child, facial actions, behavioral actions, very few. So the expertise of a human abilities are day by day we are losing. So we don't know anything about the child's signal and the behavior. So all this become very much complication. So now we take to the doctor doctor could take to the drug. Drug means like anything, sometimes sedative drug based on the requirements and other immunity related drugs. All drugs are abusing the tender body. There is no cure. Suppressing drugs. So we allow our child's body, mind, we allow them to have that abuse. So the drug abuse is started right from beginning. For even a cough or cold, take to the doctor, purchase so much of medicine time to time, like a very big list. So we are only abusing them. We allow because the lack of knowledge. That's all. Lack of exposure to the parents. So here, if that basic learning is proper, then everything will be proper. So awareness is the first remedy. So what happens here? The medicines are abusing the child health. Then thereafter, many abuses happens. Abusive words when the parent talks in front of the child. Abusive behavior, attitude. These are all taught. These are all learned by the children. Elders does not mind about it. It is there. No child will not understand. So that the elders are talking, but and the child also has the senses. No, senses are very sensitive, very alert in early ages. Children, just like that, they will pick up. That is going to be impression into the memory storage. Then later the child will start to behave in such a way. So here the children astrology, all this information are required to the parents. Even before the marriage, the adults, eligible people who are getting the marriage, they should understand the energy impact on the life and during conceiving and during the child development, during the fetus development, and thereafter once the child is born, the child development stages, all these are very much uh, important to know about. Simply having a child and allowing it to get into the doctor's hand or drug's hand or the raw environment, no, that's not going to be beneficial. So that it is very important. Now let us go to the questions. Welcome to you all. Mr. Satish L. My daughter is in 10th currently. Please suggest which stream to take up after 10th. 28 to 2007. Wonderful. So Kadaga Rashi, Punarbhusam, Punarvasu Nakshatra. So Satish is from which is the place of birth? Bangalore. Kadaga Rashi, Pushi Nakshatra. Nakshatra Lord is Vakram and also located along with the moon. Then Lagna is Kumbha Lagna. The education place Venus is located. Career place Jupiter is located. And the Lagna Lord is Saturn. Saturn is located on the star of Mercury. So Lagna Kaspal Lord is Venus. Venus has the influence of Saturn. Okay. 10th house career is Mars, Mercury, Venus. These combinations are there. 10th house Lord is Mars, but 10th house Jupiter is located. Now the Shani Dasha, Chakrapati. So your daughter, Mr. Satish, your daughter can choose non-technical professional studies. The thing is, finance, management, and communication related studies are very good for your child. 10th house Jupiter is located, the career, the job, income, resources is governed by the Jupiter. Jupiter is also provider of the income. Here the linkage is happening in the career. So the income lord is located in the job place, career place. So when the Jupiter and Mars combination, and that can, when you allow your child to choose the finance, management studies, law, as a consultant, these are all the career a child is going to be successful with. So related education, if you allow her to choose, that would be great, and individual nature comes out of it. Thank you. And here, as a special child astrology program today, Nakshatra is a Rohini Nakshatra. So this Rohini Nakshatra's qualities. So each and every week, we will start to give the qualities of Nakshatra. So what would be the Rohini Nakshatra born child and how its behavior, attitude, everything we can. Another question has come. Friend son 11 years old, they are being given one time which she feel it might not be the correct time. Is there any way we can find the correct time to guide the child? Yes, that is possible because birth time rectification, there is a method in astrology. So based on the child's some important dates and other thing, how the child behaves and whatever the answer it gives, how the child's individual food style. Based on that, we can have a detailed discussion because I will have to ask whether what is the child likings towards which type of the taste, towards spicy or sweet or tamarind or whatever, like food habits and behavior, which colors that child is attracted to. Is there the child? How about the child's sleeping pattern? How about the child's toilet mannerism, toilet habits? These are all the things can be discussed in detail. Based on that, I will arrive the child birth. So that is possible. We can discuss later. Thank you. Vishwanathan Kannadasan. Yes. Thank you, Kannadasan. Prema, can you tell about the child's education and how to hope to going to school after the pandemic? Yes, that's a very important question. It is right now. This is the question for the 4th December is how to cope up going to school. Okay. Can you explain more on the behavioral qualities, food habits, intellectual of the Rohini? Yes, sure, I can tell you. So 4th December 2006 born. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇರುತ್ತಾ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ So another Rohini Nakshatra, child's horoscope, Kritika Nakshatra, this is. Dhanusu Lagnam 12th house is filled with Buddha, Mangala, Guru, Surya, Venus. So all 5 planets are filled in the 12th house. 6th house Chandra, Shaniketu, they both are located in the 9th house. Mars Dasha 8 to 11 to Director Rahu Dasha. The child education, see Dhanusu Lagna, Adhipati itself, Jupiter. So basically, the Jupiter is a knowledge connected planet. So the knowledge connected planet is located in 12th house, and then along with Buddha, Shukra, all these planets. The child is not having the access to bring out the ability. So when the five planets are in the place of hidden, so what happens here? The child that the planetary related abilities or beneficial effects will not be accessible. That is the problem. Saturn is located in the ninth house along with the Ketu. So Saturn is in the ninth house means accessible house. The moon is located in the sixth house, being the eighth lord. So very much care and attention is required for the child to get the access for its own abilities and opportunities in the life. So what I suggest is this horoscope needs a private, personal discussion. So the education simply, whether it comes or not, telling the answer is in this way, it's not going to be fulfilling you. It needs a lot of remedy, lot of behavior practices, lot of care and nurturing methods have to be applied. So better as soon as possible discuss this with the in a private session, and better to follow the remedial actions sincerely. Then the educations will be having its own good development. You can avoid the worries or tension about the child. Thank you. Today, as a special Rohini Nakshatra child, you have asked about the food habits of the child. The Rohini Nakshatra is like a very soft, intellectual stuff. It's very much likable by others. So the facial indication of the Rohini Nakshatra is Saumya Rupa, like Lord Krishna, Krishna born on Rohini. They look very much pleasant. When you look at the Rohini Nakshatra face, our mind comes cool. So that type of the good vibes Rohini Nakshatra has. And then their eyesights are bright looking, bright eyes, white eyes. And if they look at your eyes, you'll be having something, some vibration, something you will feel. Such type of the energy is there on their eyes. Energy penetration is very high. Their skin is very soft. Even facial skin, face will be brighter. ಕಳೆಯ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಕಳೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. Then a long rounded face, mostly based on the lagnas, that shape of the face may have some difference. And their speech quality will be softer. It's soft spoken. And they're emotional. When the emotional turbulence comes, their speech and the quality will change a lot. They are like children, even grown age people. Old age Rohini Nakshatras also you can see. They are child activity, some of the child activity will be coming out of their speeches, and they'll be very playful and they'll be very jovial. They will like to have a lot of social attractions, social connectivity. They will have a lot of friends. Moon is very much exalted in their horoscope. Because of that, the moon is a lot of cleverness and attraction. They'll be looking beautiful, handsome, soft skin, and then they are in old age. Even the childishness will be expressed during some of the uh, expressions. Their food habit mainly, they like to have sattvic food and sometimes the sour taste, puli, karam, even this spicy and sour, this taste or likable taste to the Rohini born. Sweet normally they don't avoid. In food, they will like to taste a new type of new variety of food. They go, they visit other countries, they visit other states, other places, whatever the food is available to taste for different taste, different area food. Yes, I will try to taste it like that. They are open to all type of food. They are not restricted. Mentally, they are not restricted, but physically, there is a restriction. Excess of spicy food also will not be suiting to their stomach because totally their body is watery, water and earth content or more. So their body can be with the vata kapha or vata pitta. The blend will be there based on the lagna. So kapha pitta, pitta must be lesser. Pitta is lesser in their body. The Longini Nakshatra body nature is more kapha. Kapha Sariram, that is the meaning of water content is more. Water has that blend of hydrogen and oxygen. So that they are very much comfortable, cool. They are cool. Body is cool, not heated. Because of their body is cool, the mind is also cool. Body nature, the mind and actions will reflect. If the body is heated up, you can see the Kritika Nakshatra people, they are heated body because the ruler of the star is the sun. So they will be very active, extra active, hyperactive. Their speech also will be expressed by that heat. All this. The Rohini Nakshatra is Adi. They will be slow in the action or something like that. If they like something, they are very much comfortable. If their lagna is joined with the airy lagnas, then they are very fast. You can't catch. If their lagna is joined with the fiery, then also their energy is very high. Otherwise, basically, natural Rohini Nakshatra is very soft and slow in movements. And also the food they like, traditional food they like, modern food they will like to taste it, but the routine food is traditional food is like to make. And they will like the color green, blue, white a lot. So the orange and other red, they may not like so much. They wherever they go, they will pick a blue color shirt or pant or blue color dresses. If they are girls, they are fond of blue. Even all shades of blue they will have. They are fond of white color also. This is one of the biggest like in there. And the people who are very much heroic, the people are very much attracted towards. Heroism they like. They like to music, arts, some other extracurricular activities. All this they like to have. They like to have a lot of fun in their life. They like to have travel a lot. And they will like to be in a very safe hands. So they don't want to take more adventure or they don't want to take more risk in their life. So safely they wanted to pursue their tasks. And that's going to work for them. And Rohini Nakshatra people normally they don't suffer for money because moon is very much exalted. So that is the second Rasi. Kalapurusha's money matters Rasi. So money is normally they will have. But out of the past life karmic bondage or something, if they are born under the suffering environment, so they will come out in middle age. So middle age, they will come out of the problem. So finally, the Rohini will achieve in finance and also whatever they learn. Their learnings will be very much strategic learning. Their executions also very much strategic because their thinking ability is so strategic. So wishing you all the very best for Rohini Nakshatra. And the next question, does a parent chart or co-born or extended family chart have on the child regarding education, behavior, development, etc.? Okay, then this is a understandable one. See, everything, whatever the energy the child has downloaded from the cloud, that is a destiny. Based on that, the environment, family, parents, and other relationship is determined. So the chart reveals all the secrets. So that is why we say that Vartani Kulasambadam Likkade Janma Patrika. Janani Janma Saudhyana. Even in this whole Janma, whatever the full Janma to enjoy the comforts, environment, beneficial effects, then he becomes a leader of his own family or to the society. Everything is by the basis of the past life karma. The past life karma is also, that is in the previous life, like a previous year's closing balance of the balance sheet. That is brought forward to this current Janma when it is written as an opening balance. In such a way, the karmic balance is written and brought forward. Even in that balance sheet, whatever the liabilities, assets, and other things we are going to enjoy, all this we can understand. In such a way, when a good auditor is able to read the balance sheet, in such a way an astrologer can read the chart as a balance sheet of this forthcoming. This is a projected balance sheet. This horoscope is a projected balance sheet of this whole life, whole Janma. So when this way, when we are able to approach, we can understand all the environment and the parents, their behavior, or everything are going to be implemented on the child. But at the same time, we'll have to look at the child's horoscope, whether that environment has the full influence or not, whether the child is able to come out of the environment and which can create its own environment. That case is also there. No? Lord Subramania has made his own environment. So such type of the children also there. You will have to look at the horoscope in depth to understand this power of a child. Thanks. These qualities you are saying based on moon, placed on the Rohini, etc. Is all the qualities applicable for ascendant placed on Rohini star? Yeah, sure. This answer based question. So when a Rohini star born child, for that Lagna is also based on the Rohini Nakshatra, as totally the influence is more from the moon. So more moon qualities the child is going to have. But in depth when we look at it, there is a Lagna star lord. Whether that lord is a Kritiya Nakshatra, Rohini or Mrigashira. So that qualities also can be blended. And the sublord qualities and placement of the other planetary positions, and also which qualities the Lagna point is able to receive or accessible with, that also can be calculated. Then only the exact picture of the child's behavior can be revealed. Thanks for your question. Vishwanathan. My sun nakshatram is Puram, Pandravad Padam, Simmarasi, date of birth 11/11/2009, Kumbhalagram. At present, Shukra Mahadasha running. I want to know about his study and future job opportunities. 2009, 12 years. Yeah. The birth time is not indicated. Please share the birth time. Yes, please share the birth time of your child. Then we can go through to share the predictions. And here, the time has come to end our program for today. And the preparations, the final point is preparation for the examination to the children. Now the COVID has been down, so all the school and colleges started to open. So in this scenario, the children, many children could not study because of the COVID. Even online classes could not teach or they receive whatever the teachings has been done. In this situation, so only 2-3 months, 2 months minimum, 1 month, maximum 2-3 months are there for the final exams for the children. So how to prepare for the final exams? What are all the astrological remedy we need to use? So when we have very short span of time, so I will give one remedy now. Better the children should have that stomach clean. For that, children after 8 years you can give daily. So please give oil bath. The summer is also started. No worries about the chillness. So the Radha Saptami is over. Now please don't forget to give oil bath, coconut oil bath to the children on Wednesday and Saturdays to the male children, for girl children Fridays. So this external cleansing, internal cleansing is like bathing and having kirai. Kirai means like green leaves, weekly twice minimum. That is arve soppu, danta soppu, palak soppu, all the soppu. Arakirai, tandakirai, balakirai, pasalikirai, even panagani soppu, panagani kirai. All this has to be consumed weekly at least alternative days or minimum 2 days in a week. So this develops the connectivity, sharpens the neurons. The green leaves are very good for the nervous system. And better to avoid brinjal for the 2-3 months. That cannot work well in the conducting system. So their body energy, little bit of heat energy should be there. They should not feel cold. There should not be fever and cold. Fever, cold will not allow them to pursue or focus into their studies. Please listen. Better their living place, their sleeping place should not be moisture. It should be dry. So fully dried cloth let them wear. Even bedspread and bed sheets, even bed, all this should be clean. Better to clear the dust every alternative days in the bed. Let them not get allergy, especially Rohini, Astam, and Thiruvanam. The stars Aslesha, Revati, Ailim, Revati, and Jeshta. Then the stars from Punarvasu, Punarbhusam, Bhusam, and Vishagam. Then the star Purabhadra. All the 9 stars should be very careful because they get very much cough and cold very often. Their body is Vata Kapha, mixed body. So that when the children are preparing for the exams, final exams, better to ensure that the children are not getting cold or cough. Some children are getting more sneezing or headache or something like that. So when you are keeping their place dustless and dry, proper dryness should be there on the bed with the stomach cleansing, eating for more vegetables, raw vegetables, kira soup, that is a soup, green leaf soup, a lot of sprouts, especially the green gram sprout. Sprouted green gram, ಮೊಳೆ ಕಟ್ಟಪಟ್ಟ ಪಚ್ಚೈ ಪೈರು. So all this has to be given. When you are able to take care about their food properly, don't allow them to eat rice for all the children during night hours as a dinner. So rice can be consumed only in the lunch. Breakfast fruits or sprouted grains or with green leaf soup or with raw vegetables a lot, let them eat. So when you follow these points, the children will be feeling the energies in their body. They can work well, their focus will be good enough, and also light lamp with Samriddhi Herbal Deepam oil daily, morning and evening, or 24 hours in the puja. This is going to provide a wonderful light energy to their physique, and especially Makara Rashi, Kumbha Rashi, and Dhanusu Rashi children, then Mithuna Rashi children, Tula Rashi children, they need a Shanishwara Shanti Deepam oil lamp in their puja room compulsorily. Better to take care on this light energy in their routine so that they can do very well. They can prepare themselves well for the exams. They can score well. I wish you all the very best. The rest of the questions, the answers will be continued to the next program of Children Astrology. Don't forget to watch tomorrow at the same time the beauty and astrology, because many beauty tips I'm going to share with you astrologically, not to miss. And share this information to your friends, and please make your friends and relatives, your well-wishers, to subscribe our channel, bring more people as a help to others, and also for me that will be a encouragement. Thank you so much. Wishing you all the very best. See you tomorrow.